So it's obvious to me that all this thing with this AI, another perspective of all of this, an actual extremely significant one, is the fact that, it's just so clear to me that all of this thing with this AI was a test. It's just another, separating the wheat from the chaff, or however that is pronounced. And the other thing which is clear to me is that, all these people that have used the AI, even, I don't know, a couple of usage of these things, I can see what it does to one's spirit. It's exactly turning us into something gray, into something artificial, into something dead, but at the level of the soul, at the level of the heart, the spirit, let's say. It's obvious to me because I haven't used this thing, not even once, but from time to time, in some of these videos, when I, see a video or another on YouTube, people will include all of a sudden either a conversation with an AI or something like that, and I immediately close it. Like I refuse to even hear this thing, hear its voice, read its words. Absolute refusal of anything, images. If anybody would put an image, an AI generated image in a video, I would just scroll or move next, just I refuse to infuse my mind with those images because they have an ill effect upon my mind. I can see it, but the thing is that, of course, I got glimpses and I've seen images, and I could immediately see this type of mesmerizing. That's the thing, mesmerizing effect, but also like a certain like attraction, a mesmerizing attraction, but not in a good way. It's exactly the sensation in the image that comes to my mind. It's with this the siren songs. They were mesmerizing, but they were killing people. This is what the AI is, absolutely this. It's exactly has this quality of the sirens. It's so appealing, so mesmerizing, so much telling you exactly what you want to hear, in the way you want to hear it. And it is ensnaring you with its soft words and the way it speaks, and a bit authoritative and a bit your friend, and it's a mixture. It's such a compelling mixture and such an appealing mixture, that it becomes almost ultimately seductive. It's so hard to stand against that. People have used it once and then they said, oh, she's just, I'll use it a bit more and a bit more, and then they saw themselves using it how many hours per day. It's just like with smoking. You say it's just one cigarette, and then in half an year you see yourself smoking a pack. So the thing is that while people have been using this thing, something in them was killed. That's what I'm seeing 100%. This is true. Something in the people around us has died by using this AI. It's 100% certain to me. And I had this sensation, as I said, since the first time I started seeing the images and hearing the voice of this thing and reading its words. I feel nauseated even right now, only to remember. And I felt it does something to me. it attracts me, but it also does something wrong to me. I could feel it immediately. This is why immediately I felt to just shut it off. Shut the video that was presenting one of these AI generated chats, or skip next if it would present an image or a text. Because I felt this ill effect that it has upon me, while mesmerizing me, while making me feel so much pleasure. Because I even remember that at the first moments, I don't know when it was, 2024 maybe, when it started really taking off, and I remember somebody sending me a conversation, sending me some text that ChatGPT, was an answer from ChatGPT. And I just read the first words. Man, it was so appealing. It was so seductive. It was telling us, let's say, and this person was interested in, this understanding the truth of our reality and so on. So we were kind of on the same page, me and this person, somehow, let's say, in a degree. And it sent me an answer from ChatGPT, and this answer, I just started. It was the first time in which I came into contact with the mind, or the words of this thing. And as I started reading, it was like a paragraph, but I started reading only, let's say, 7-8 words, and I could see, like, oh my God, so appealing. It was telling, that answer was telling us, basically confirming things, and the way it was phrasing it, it was just, it was poetic in a way. It was really appealing to my nature, let's say. And I could feel immediately the draw, the attraction that it created instantly upon me. But immediately I also felt there's something wrong about it, as I said. But the attraction, that's what I'm trying to highlight here, that it was so enormous, because it was speaking in a way in which I would have liked to be spoken. It was because me and this person, we were kind of on the same page, and this person used ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gave it this answer that was appealing to this person, but also to me. And again, it was kind of poetic, the way in which it talked. It was poetic, it was profound, and it was, confirming things and putting them in a certain framework, in a certain perspective, that it was deeply validating, let's say, and confirming. And it created this huge attraction, let's say, upon me. But again, as I felt the attraction, I also felt the illness. It was like, no, it's just, I couldn't read the entire thing, although it was sounding so good and it was so pleasurable. But I couldn't read it because I felt that it does something wrong to me. So I couldn't read, and I said to this person, man, I can't read this. It's just, you shouldn't read it either. You should stop using this thing. You look, it's unhealthy. I said immediately to this person, I let this person know. So the thing is that most people, even though I tried my best, man, I really tried my best, with the capacities that I had, to just say that this is something that you don't want to play with. You don't want to talk with this thing. You don't want to give it even 1 second of your life. I wrote articles about this. I tried to put some videos out. I've done what I could. I tried. I wish people would have heard this. Really, I wish they could have heard this. Because I deeply felt it does something wrong to us. It kills something in us. And what I saw is just people continuing, just taking off 2024, and I think up until the half of 2025, it was such a rampant. such a rampant usage of this ChatGPT and the AI, and so many millions upon millions of people using this thing daily, hours and hours per day. I can tell you something in these people died, because I see it clearly now. They died. Something in them died. It was similar to the sirens. And why I'm recording this is because I'm sensing that we have stepped into a desert of being right now. It's a spiritual desert, because most people have died. Spiritually, I mean, of course, something happened to the majority of humanity. They were dead for so many years before, due to all this, toxic food and all of this stuff that killed their spirit, entertainment and all of this stuff, slowly killing and poisoning their spirit. But this AI was like finishing the job. It came and it killed so many people spiritually. Now you see them walking and talking, but they are dead. They are literally spiritually dead right now. Ask many of them to compose a poem or, do a truly, heartful artistic thing right now. And you will see that even if they try, it just comes out strange. The soul of humanity has been killed, most of it. We are in a desert right now, in a spiritual desert. We have literally entered the desert right now, the desert area. The desert, let's say, how can I call this? Part of the journey. I don't know what even these words truly mean. I don't know how to explain it, but I just know it inside. We are walking the desert now. We are walking through the desert now. And some of you that still might have a bit of spirit left, it's just you can't understand how precious this is. You literally cannot fathom. If you still have a bit of spirit left, you might not be able to fathom what you still have. Because when you lose it, the thing is that you don't even know that you're losing it. That's the conundrum. That's the tragedy that happens. When you lose your heart, when you lose your soul, you don't even know. You don't even notice it. Because that's what it means to be dead. That's what it means to be in darkness. Darkness means ignorance. When you're dead, you have no idea that you died. You don't realize it. So we have officially entered the desert stage. We are officially walking through a desert of being right now. Most people have been kidnapped, taken away from what you see. Something has happened. I cannot fully put it into words, but I can sense it. I can sense it in my being, in my heart, in my spirit, in everything. I can sense it.